it's Kyle. Before we get to this year's Halloween special, I wanted to let you know that it was filmed live in Mexico and I fucked up the audio, which is why I'm hiding in the shadows. But in exchange, we have a filmed version over on YouTube. And I just really think a large part of the benefit of this session is going to be seeing us hanging out in person. So check on the description for the video version. And then if you're watching on YouTube and you see that there isn't video for like the next monologue, trust me, the video is coming. So check that down in the description, where you can also, as always, find the work for our Victor Daemon, Aaron Catano-Saez.
One year, we have been lost in the fog. We are not the ones who are lost.
Yet we are the ones who suffer the consequences. And as our numbers thin, the burden of each raises. Month by month, we fall.
Except for those in which our assailant failed. Was it a failure? Could one even consider the elimination of our kind a fall at all?
What are you suggesting?
Can a shadow die when bathed in light? It is nothing more than an absence, after all. How can nothing die?
Your platitudes are meaningless when 10 of our kin have already been slain.
But have they? This squabbling will get us nowhere. The 31st of October is upon us. If we do not seize the opportunity that these 24 hours grant us, then we're unlikely to live to see the next.
So you agree now that we live?
It was a figure of speech, nothing more. Besides, with their new forms, will our guests even cooperate?
I have my doubts as well.
No, you don't. We are the discarded. We, by our very nature, never agree. I'm not so sure about that. Precisely. Their forms may have changed, but their hearts remain the same. They are tied to us, whether they admit it or not. Our fate lies in the hand of these 3?
I thought it was 4.
It was once, but their numbers dwindle, same as ours.
Then what shall we do?
What we always have done. Wait for our guests to open the door.
Who? Sparky Malarkey, Aurelio Enrique Ueso Kanaka, Irene Hawthorne. What? Eating pizza cones, which is like a slice of pizza, but then you wrap it around into a cone shape, you fill it with even more cheese, and you top it with just a big old meatball on top. Where? Pregunta World, the most confusing amusement park in the hereafter. When? October 31st. Why and how? Well, we'll have to play to find that out.
What a good intro.
I don't.
That was good.
Yeah.
Don't patronize me.
It was a good intro.
I'm so happy that, I'm happy for many reasons that Emily is sitting next to me, but I'm very happy that Hallie in particular is sitting as far away from me as possible, because we're recording in person for the first time in a long time, and this whole week she's just been patronizingly putting her hand on my shoulder and being like, I know when No.
She's basically touching you right
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Good.
Ah. Was that your edition?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like a
No,
face.
there weren't. They weren't
like a
touching
face
my
down the
face,
way.
no.
Now you gotta pass this down.
No.
No, thank you.
I have
Alright.
allies, Decker.
So you are at Pregunta World.
Allies.
You are eating some pizza cones. Let's start with what kind of pizza cones you're having.
Pepperoni pizza.
A pepperoni pizza cone. All right, so you throw that in there.
Pia pizza cone. That's my pizza cone.
We're recording from Mexico, and that is a pizza place that we want to go to,
Pizzeria.
but we are not allowed.
We're not going to Pia
No,
Pizzeria, but
we
I
have
like
pizza
the name.
at home.
Anyways, yeah.
You didn't listen to what pizza cone I had.
What pizza cone did you have?
I don't know. I just wanted you to ask me.
I was skipping past it because as the question joke came out of my mouth, I knew it was dead on arrival. It's like doing an improv scene where you're like just doing a negotiation, like, I
Are
can
you
pay
saying that
$6.
we're not funny when we answer your question?
No, I'm saying I gave a bad prompt.
Pia pizza.
Do you not like pizza?
It's Hawaiian, but she doesn't like it. It's just that she thinks that adults like Hawaiian pizza, and so she got Hawaiian pizza.
Is that because Earl likes Hawaiian pizza?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he likes the pineapple.
Yeah, she does not.
She does not like the pineapple.
No, but that's what grown-ups eat. Hawaiian
Okay.
pizza.
All right, so Pregunta World. Before we get into the meat of this session, Pregunta World has a lot of attractions. Some of them are generic, like the Lazy River, and some of them are begging for Disney to sue us.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man's Spider Ride, with every single character from the MCU played by their their official actor.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
all by Robert Downey Jr. because that would be funny too.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing: Robert Downey Jr. wouldn't sue. I don't feel like
That's true. It's not.
it's got to be one of the ones you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Mark
Um,
Ruffalo.
why do we think Mark Ruffalo is more litigious than Robert Downey Jr.?
You said like the one that
When
you
they
wouldn't
won't
expect.
sue.
Oh, that's
But like he
true.
also always seems quietly angry.
Okay,
Like
fair.
even though
Like the
actor,
Hulk?
not the actor.
like the Hulk, he's always
I
quietly.
mean,
I
the
think
Hulk
he
he
always
does
quietly
look quietly angry, like as a person.
All right, yeah, we have the Hulk Smashland. That's 18 plus. So,
Inappropriate.
I got it.
anyways,
I got it too. Hey.
Inappropriate joke.
I'm gonna
No one laughed.
I'm gonna give. All right,
Except
Irene. Helly laughed a little.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was good.
Do encourage him.
I thought it was good. I gotta give him props for
Don't
that
tell
one.
him his jokes.
I gotta speak the truth. I'm a reporter.
So, I want us to go around and basically we'll go until we either hit 8, 12, or 20, 8, 10, 12, or 20. Just because those are conveniently the dice I have. Locations, just they can be specific rides if you want, like the Hulk Smash Land, or they could just be there is something based on. I really don't want to say this based on Chihuahuas. That's not a Mexico joke. I'm looking at a Chihuahua right now because Ari's family owns some and they're very cute. I could have said Daisy because her name is Daisy and I would have avoided all of that implication. Anyways,
Oh no, that's Protos. It's going to town on his leg, her leg. That's Protos. Going
Oh.
to town on his leg.
anyways, what are some of the rides, the attractions here at Pregunta World?
Zip line.
Yeah, zip line. It's just a line for the zip line. Which is also a zip.
See, my thought
Yeah.
was whose zip line is it anyway?
Whose zip line is it anyway? You have to pick the correct zip line. It can be a little hazardous because one
Yeah.
of them is the killer tree one that goes directly
It's just
into
this
the tree.
Welcome
Yeah.
to whose zip line where is it anyway? Where the lines don't matter and the safety measures are made up.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
I love it. I hope Drew Carey sues us.
Please don't sue us, Drew Carey. He doesn't even run the show anymore. It's someone else.
He probably still has some kind of
Okay, what are some other ones? We need at least 8.
Eight.
I feel like each of us should put in an OXO. 3 of them.
3 oxos. All surrounding zipline life.
I'm glad that we're doing so today we're playing Interstitial, which is a Kingdom Hearts RPG. And Kingdom Hearts is the game about you go through some grand fantasy story while visiting Disney worlds. And now, out of our 8, 3 of them are OXO.
3 of them are OXO.
The convenience store that is like a.
It's just like omnipresent in Mexico.
It's like a weed. I like it more like a nice weed, like a dandelion.
It's
But
just everywhere. Like everywhere you go in Mexico, you'll find them outside.
I did the math yesterday. If you spent 5 minutes in every OXO and didn't sleep, it'd still take you 80 days to visit every OXO in Mexico.
There's so many. Sometimes there's an OXO next to another OXO. Yeah.
Anyways, so 1 is whose zipline is it anyway? 2 to 4 is OXO. What are 5, 6, 7, and 8?
Because
Kiosco.
this
No.
Kiosco?
Kiosco.
because this is Pregunta Land, I feel like we should have instead of the internet cafe, the do you have internet cafe?
Tienes Internet
Do you have
Cafe.
Tienes Internet Cafe?
Yeah, put in the TNS Internet Cafe.
Splash should be one of the. Even though
I
you
was trying
have
to think of Splash Mountain, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, not about, but I couldn't. Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
Alright, Tiana's By Who Adventure. Alright, and then at least 8, but I'm willing to take more.
Something with caballo.
Yes,
Horse.
A horse.
Horse.
Horse?
$5.
Question mark.
Horses are the only animal in Hereafter that just keep reappearing.
We do.
Okay.
This is clearly because of the Necromon. They did succeed in bringing horses back. I understand that Rasputin can conjure them, but I feel like...
And one of the Zarvians also has a horse, who has a horse mentor.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really funny. It should have $5 of price of admission.
Okay.
I had something and now I don't know. I had it. And now
Okay.
it's gone.
Well, we got 8. So
Okay,
you are all leaving an OXO, which is where you got your pizza cone. What is your plan for this day in Pregunta World?
So my goal is to find my socks, and for some reason I think they're in Pregunta World. I don't know. I've got to leave.
I mean, it's a question.
it is a question.
It is.
And Pregunta World is where you go
With
for
questions.
Since we're playing Interstitial, I want to point out you're not going to get any points to your tracker.
I know. I know.
Okay, well, you know what? Let me
I'll give you points for
roll me. We're gonna roll a deep dive when you confront the situation in front of you and ask questions.
Yeah.
Where are my socks? Roll
Where are
with
my
heart.
socks? Roll my heart.
Yep, 2d6 plus your heart.
Okay. Which is +1 because I have 1 heart link. Yeah. That's how that works.
Yep.
6. Because I got a 5 and +1 is 6. Where are my socks, Decker?
The GM tells you something you wish wasn't true.
Oh.
You're not getting a point to your mystery tracker.
Wait. Where are my socks?
Can that be another world?
Where are my socks? We'll get to that in a second. So,
just like 1 sock. There are no complete
Sparky, you are all of you are leaving the OXO. You have your pizza cones. And Sparky, you're probably talking about your socks and how you're going to find them here, right? Yeah?
So I'm gonna find my, I don't know where they're at. I feel like someone unexpected found my socks once, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, I'm gonna find my socks today. I can feel it. I feel like
TK and Irene exchange a look.
Yeah. He got begrudgingly driven to this adventure for Sparky. Like, he didn't want to go there, but he didn't.
Sparky was like, I've got a good feeling today. I'm gonna find my socks.
Are you
Remember all the
sure?
other times I had good feelings? Like, rutabaga, and that was right. I'm gonna find
Are you
my
sure they
socks.
aren't
This is the
just
same
in
thing.
the dirty laundry, Sparky?
I
And you
checked.
haven't?
I checked
have you
3
truly
times.
checked?
Yes, I even washed
Even on
my
the
laundry,
walls?
and they're not in there. Why would my laundry be on the wall?
No, on the walls of the laundry machine. Like
Walls-
the socks
like
can
the sides of the
stick.
laundry machine?
Yeah, they can stick there.
All right, I haven't climbed into my washing machine, but like I think that, you know, my socks are really colorful, so they'd stand out. So I don't know that they're there, Kike. They're in Burgundy World. That's just a fact.
Why would they be in this very specific?
You know, I can't. I had a dream last night, and my socks were there. My socks were in Burgundy World, and I don't know which part of Burgundy World, but they were like I can't remember that part of the dream.
You dreamt of a table with 13 chairs. You were sat in one, Kike in another, Irene in a third, and in the rest were corpses and socks.
Was the Last Supper? What is
Horrifying.
this? Okay. So that's my dream. So I feel like we have one long table at Burgundy World. That's
We're
really
going
where-
to find corpses.
Do you know how
Well,
annoying
and
that
socks.
place is? Have you
Burgundy
been?
World? No, I'm really excited to go for my first time.
I think this is just a ruse to get me to go with you.
I wouldn't call it a ruse.
Sparky
It's a very
Malarkey,
perfectly
you
honest
can just
table.
be honest if you're sad because you are alone.
What? What?
I just assumed you were lonely and I felt bad, so I came with you.
I just want to find my socks, Irene. Ouch. If you didn't want to come to Burgundy World, all you had to do was say something.
You know, I'm afraid you're just gonna get lost in that place because it is a very confusing and annoying place. Not everybody comes out there alive or even at all.
Got
So
maps. I'm good at maps.
no, it's not because of the maps, it's because of the many questions that they ask in that place.
I'm a
And then
reporter. This is my specialty.
My father said that I was not allowed to stay in the house for another week.
Your father's a good man.
My father knows nothing.
That is also true.
And it's at this
Why
moment
would you say that about my father?
and it's at this moment, Sparky, that you realize you should probably at least show people what your socks look like.
Oh, okay. So these are my socks.
Yep, and so you lift up your pant leg to show like you because you're wearing some socks, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing socks.
They're gone.
With my sandals. What?
They're gone. The socks are gone from your feet.
Oh, motherfucker. I
And
wore socks. See, this keeps happening.
Are you
This keeps
sure
happening.
they
And we're on our way to
didn't
Burgundy
leave
World.
them on the
Coincidence?
laundry?
I think
in the
not.
laundry
Well, like my
machine
foot
on
was
your-
in the laundry machine when I left. Kike,
Well,
come
no,
on,
on
use your
like
brain.
dirty clothes or something.
What? I didn't put on dirty clothes. I put on clean clothes.
Irene, as they're squabbling, you can see a mysterious figure in like a Grim Reaper cloak, just like the stereotypical black hood, holding a pair of socks and floating off into a giant washing machine, which is the entrance to the dirty laundry ride.
Why is there a dirty laundry ride?
Is that another world?
Yes.
Sparky Malarkey, I have solved your mystery.
What?
And she starts following.
Ah, it seems like the assistant detective might have a clue.
Yeah, but what clue? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Socks.
Yeah, where?
There.
What? Okay, but those aren't my socks.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The figure has disappeared.
There was a cloak person with socks They may be your socks or they are other socks, but nevertheless they are socks. So I have found a useful clue.
Alright, well, you know what? You have to leave. Good job, kid. Let's go where Irene
Thank
says.
you, yes.
Right.
Fine.
As you go in, I need each of you to write down one secret about your character. An embarrassing story, just a bit of dirty laundry, so to speak. Alright, so you are all going to walk in. And as you walk in, your outfits suddenly change. Because sometimes in Kingdom Hearts, outfits change. So I like to have them always change. So your outfits change as soon as you enter this place, including your lanyard. Your lanyard turns into...
Do we all have lanyards? Or
Yeah.
This? Okay.
It's like it's a Pergunta World thing. You have a lanyard.
Like a
Yeah, so
ticket,
your lanyard turns into a little title beneath your card. So like Irene Hawthorne, she, her.
Okay.
And then all of your clothes, if you were on a game show on a mid-tier streaming service,
Yeah.
what would you look like?
So good.
Would you look the same? Yeah.
Some like, I don't know, probably with a suit or something.
Okay. A more formal. I feel like for this network, I'm thinking like a professor suit with the patches.
Yeah.
Irene would wear the exact same thing she always does, but like she would have some kind of like hair clip or something because like the producers would be like, this child looks too sad. This child is dressed like an old woman.
When you all enter this ride, you suddenly find yourself sat on a bunch of chairs with a drink in front of you. And I'm not going to do the whole intro because I don't have it memorized. But there's a woman sitting between you in a very elegant but revealing outfit who says, "Hello and welcome to Dirty Laundry. I'm your host, Lily Dew. And today, each of our guests has shared with me some secrets. And we're going to have them guess to figure out whose is who."
I have shared no secrets.
See, Sparky, this is why I didn't want to come to this place.
I do not have secrets to share.
These things.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your dirty secrets?
Well, I haven't shared anything, so.
Our first secret.
I have no secrets. None of these are mine.
Who is secretly a fan of trashy soap operas and dramatic shows like Merlin and Supernatural, which are now both canon to this world,
Like, why would you
despite
say-
supernatural things actually existing.
Okay.
Like,
PK. Do you like soap operas?
no. Do you like soap operas?
Yeah.
Sparky?
They're great.
Well, that's good for you, you know?
Yeah, it is. I would love to have someone to watch them with.
Yeah, you know, you could maybe find somebody here in Pregunta World if you ask them.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I could. Kike, do you like soap operas? This is fun. I'm glad we came today.
No, I'm not obligated to answer any of these questions. I did not sign in a contract.
I mean, technically he's right.
I don't know. I guess if you're free at like say 5 p.m. every Thursday, we could
Yeah, I got nothing on
hang out
Thursdays.
in
Yeah, that's-
my house and do other things that aren't watching a soap opera that happens to air at 5.
Yeah,
on
these
Thursday.
things have no connection.
No,
I'm a reporter, I know.
but like,
I
if you're
see.
free,
I see you two both like the same soap opera, and you're going to watch it together.
are you free at 5 p.m. on Thursdays? watch
Really
super
educational.
spooky.
They're only for adults,
Spooky, super.
though. They're very dramatic adult themes, though, Irene.
It's a lot about.
Perhaps I am
Family.
free. Perhaps
Not a busy.
I am
after-school
very
schedule.
busy.
Yeah.
But perhaps I could make
You know,
time if
so-
you are still sad to be alone.
If I were to watch those
Good
things,
one.
I would say that they usually can be. You can multitask with them. If I were to watch them, I could say that you
yeah.
can potentially, depending on
Multitasking.
how strenuous your homework is, you can make it while the show airs. Assuming that I have watched those things. You know?
Assuming.
Yeah, just assuming that that's what we were
Assuming
getting together
this,
to
yeah.
do.
If 5 p.m. on Thursday, if like that was a time
Yeah, so if that was a set time where
that we were all together and something was on the television.
Yeah, it just happened to be on, because I have it on in general.
Well, potentially you could watch something else too, because who out of this group hates shoelaces but likes anime?
Those are two separate things. I don't know why they're connected by a conjunction, as if one contradicts the other. But I feel like why do you hate shoelaces, Irene?
I do not take shoelaces.
But like
She says, primly crossing her shoes that do not have laces.
But why? Like, are they just hard to tie?
No.
I mean, they are.
I will
can
say
be
they
tricky
would
little
make-
buggers. So
I will say, admittedly, they make you more prone to falling down
yeah, that's true. I mean,
than
that's
a
not really
shoe
like-
without a shoelace.
And
I care
they're-
not for shoelaces one way or the other. Or anime.
All right. Well,
What if, I happen to theoretically, I know, not that I have seen or watched anything on this regard, but I know that on Saturdays at 2 p.m. there is a, I think theoretically one of those animes that...
Anime.
Is our Halloween special gonna end with you all just going home and watching TV together?
Iguana!
There's an iguana.
I love you.
She's so fast. There she goes.
Next question. Who can't make scrambled as the camera pans back from the iguana it was looking at? The question, can't make scrambled eggs, is replaced, and instead of Lily Dew sitting there, you just see the black cloaked figure.
The sock thief or have owner or sock.
And it looks at you, and it doesn't speak, but the question underneath it says, who isn't real?
Well, you probably.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like this is just like, where are my socks?
You can't make scrambled eggs, Sparky?
What? That's not important. It's not important. Where are my socks?
The host of this non-existent show, Lily Dew, who has vanished, was not real.
Oh, that's good on you.
No,
kid.
you're a very good detective.
Obviously.
Detective.
Obviously.
The figure is going to hold up one hand and one finger, and it's going to put each one down, and as like it, or it's going to put one up at a time.
Yeah.
And as it does, who, what, when, where, why, how. And when all of them are up, the words just change to the truth of the discarded.
It
I like
appears
this guy.
that there is a mystery in our hands, in his hands, but also
Good thing we came to Pragunta World.
Have you discarded your socks? Is this
No, I
the
didn't throw them
mystery?
away. They are just missing. I did not intentionally get rid of my socks.
She says she looked at it on the washing machine and on the
I looked at the
laundry,
washing machine.
laundry. So I guess putting
In the
together.
space between the door where the plastic seal is, you have
you
looked
look
there.
Yeah, it's right.
That is where my socks are always when I cannot
And as you point out, the person is gone,
Ah, God.
but you can see you now have 1/3 of one of your socks back,
1/3.
What the fuck?
and the word "who" appears on it before disappearing.
Okay, so who is it me, like I own socks, or who is in whatever his name was? Do we
This
gotta
is
find
why
his
this
name?
part is this is
Oh, Kike, this is so fun. Kike,
Irene
lighten
does not
up.
say it's fun, but you can tell she's like rocking a little on the balls of her feet. She's got her hands clasped professionally behind her back, just ready to go.
All right, so what we're going to do is, in order to unravel the mystery of the socks, which it sounds like at least 2 of you are interested in, you have to go to each section of the park. Who, what, where, when, and why, and how. You've already gone to who, which was the questions about yourselves. So in Kingdom Hearts, because we're playing a Kingdom Hearts game, the worlds don't matter. No one gives a shit about the Disney worlds. They're the best part, but no one cares. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna montage through a couple of these parts. Then we'll have a story beat. Then we'll do another montage, and then we'll wrap it up. So
Do we get a gummy ship?
it's the monorail.
Okay.
The monorail, it's made out of gummies.
I love the
You can like eat it, even though it's really gross.
Sparky, don't eat that.
Why?
You don't know where it's been.
On the monorail.
Do you know how many people have touched this?
Can Malaya be
Gummy
eating
chefs.
it?
Yes, Malaya. I don't think you usually eat, so I don't know if Malaya can taste.
Yeah, that won't stop him. you
I
know.
feel like at this point, it's the dog thing where Irene reaches for Malaya and he starts chewing faster.
It's like when we were on horses the other day. Hallie had a horse that would just start eating and wouldn't stop.
Spirit did not respect me.
Anyways, you get off the gummy line and you walk off on. You end up having zipline harnesses on the improvisational zipline course. Whose zipline is it anyway? Now we've already done who, so I'm going to say the question for this one is where.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, like where does it? Yeah.
Where does it lead?
go?
So I want each of you to just roll me a flat d6, and we're gonna see who does best and worst on the zip lines.
4.
I rolled a 3.
6.
Wow.
All right.
Sparky Malarkey.
How does Sparky dominate the zip line and Kike just not?
Nope. Is Sparky gonna be like how Emily was yesterday?
Yeah, like people just
flipping and
correct. People underestimate Sparky Malarkey's physical prowess because, of course, they do. But like when she's in a fun, adrenaline-filled situation, she's just, oh man, she can do things just like Emily Decker. Emily on the zip lines yesterday was fully upside down.
I did a flip.
You
I
did
don't
a
know.
flip.
I couldn't
No one else
tell if
pulled
I
that off.
actually fully flipped.
You did.
You did.
I like how much of this. I like how much of this Halloween episode is just us bragging about our
It's just us bragging
vacation.
about our Mexican vacation.
I mean,
know,
you
but,
know,
like,
we
I don't
are
know.
here.
Our
so-
life informs our art. So yeah, Sparky's like doing like flips, succeeding where I could not. She is fully upside down. She's going before the zipline people, if there are zipline people, have even finished their instructions. Just like, yeah, I know how to spelunk. I got this. They're the same if you think about it.
No.
Yeah.
Kike falls down before the full harness. It's like it breaks, and so half of it falls down. But because he's just bones, he just has to reassemble them later.
I know. I was just picturing.
That's
because-
where the true wear is. You have to re-go through the jungle to find your bones that have fallen onto the ground.
It's like the scavenger minigame where you find the 101 Dalmatians. Or
Yeah.
99 Dalmatians.
Yeah. You're finding Kike's bones throughout the rest of the park.
Woo!
They're like collectibles now.
Yeah, exactly. Curiously, Kike, you notice that, or Sparky might, the bones aren't anatomically accurate. Like, every time you pick up a bone, it really is, it looks like the same bone, like how they have the same item in a video game.
It's gonna make it really annoying to reassemble. I don't have 5 tibias. Why do I keep finding 5 tibias?
Before you lost your tibia.
That's why they call him 5 Tibia Kike. No, it'd be 5 Tibia Kanaka.
No, I don't have 5 tibias.
Alright, and then you end up, the sock expands, it ravels itself together more, and and you see, where? And then it disappears again.
After that happens, does PK has all of his bones, including
Yes.
the correct amount of tibias?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Also, I kept rolling 1, but I finally rolled another one. I think we're just going to spend the second half in Oxo, because I haven't done Oxo yet.
Let's get some good.
You are now on, Tiana's By Who adventure.
Woo!
Which isn't who. I guess it's what now?
What who?
By who? What adventure?
So this one, you are just literally, you're in like New Orleans clothing.
Yeah.
You are in the train has just transformed into a gummy boat. Yeah, it puffs up.
Sparky, no.
Sparky, yes.
Sparky, Kike, I want you to roll dark.
Dark. Okay. 6.
6. You do not stop Sparky in time, and the boat starts sinking.
Oh, I didn't think about that
Sparky.
one. Oh, that's my bad,
Sparky
guys. That's my bad.
malarkey.
How do I rebuild?
Can I do apparition? Because it says I can make something from someone's memories.
Yeah, read the whole thing so I know how it works.
Apparition. To make something from someone's memories, tell the GM what you want to make. And they require 1 or 2 of the following. It'll take time, it needs an item from another world. You can't do it without somebody's help. Spend one of your links. The best you can do is a shoddy version, imperfect or unreliable.
Okay.
And I guess I don't have to roll, but like what I want to do is take the full ship from Sparky's memories.
Yeah.
And rebuild the ship.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So it says, I think you have to choose 2 of those conditions.
Okay. I think you can't do it without Sparky's help. I think Sparky needs to also...
Alright, convince Sparky to plug the hole using her memories.
Sparky, I need you to remember what the boat looked like before you ate it.
Kike, I'm already ashamed enough. You don't
No, you don't
like, I
understand.
get it. I messed up.
I can rebuild this ship, but I need your help. I don't know how to explain it. This place is really weird. I've been here before. And... What?
No, like I was like, you've been here before, but like you kept saying like, hey, this place is bad, so of course you wouldn't know that if you hadn't been. That was my bad.
Well,
anyway, the ship is sinking. So
yeah.
So what do you need from me?
I need you to remember what this ship looked like before you ate it.
Much better than it does now.
Yeah, perfect. Give me more detail.
There was a wall.
Okay.
And there was an intact floor.
I wanna like start. Okay.
Okay.
What color?
Green.
What's the texture?
But the gummy over there was purple.
Green, purple.
I think there was like a smokestack that was yellow. Like
yellow.
a big, charming little smokestack.
Wait, were you just on the Steamboat Willie ship?
Yeah, I'm imagining like a steamboat gummy ship.
What are you doing while they're rebuilding the sinking boat?
Sitting quietly, definitely not feeling seasick. Like, just hands clasped, mouth shut very tightly.
Irene, as you're going through the ship, part of you, like, it tips over a bit. Like, because, it's rocking.
Yeah.
And some of the water splashes on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And as the water stays on your arm, it is completely white. And as it dries off, the color returns.
I am concerned by this.
What?
I have an announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have gotten some water on my arm, and when it is wet, it is one color, or no color.
rather, and when it is dry, it is my normal color of skin, and this is why I am concerned.
Does it hurt?
No.
Has it ever happened before?
No.
Cool. Alright.
We'll
Don't
keep
know
a
what
close
that's
eye
about.
on it.
Just like don't get
As
wet.
long as Sparky doesn't drink the water.
Because if you don't get wet, then we don't have to worry about it.
As you get off the boat, you make it into another attraction, which instead of a gift shop is an OXXO.
Awesome.
So you're in an OXXO now.
It's not a gift shop, but it's a gift.
Yeah. So now you're in an OXXO. I don't know what to make you do in the OXXO.
I want to get a Duvalino. Duvalin.
Stand in line.
You get there.
Get gas, I don't know, recharge.
You go to get your Duvalin.
Yeah, bring your utilities.
And who's gonna pick up the Duvalin?
Kike will do it because he's familiar with these.
Okay.
things.
You know that thing where you put your hand on something the same time someone else does?
Yeah.
You do that with a bright gold gauntlet.
Oh, like with a gauntlet that was in front of the Duvalin?
Like you put your hand down and someone wearing a gauntlet puts it down as well.
Is that the only Duvalin?
Yes.
Sir, excuse me, but I think, do you really need this thing?
Sorry, the dogs got scared. They don't like the I think it's Lightbringer gauntlets is the name. The gauntlet shines and you see a man, and I want you to imagine the most American, and by American I mean USA, American man you can imagine, like middle-aged.
Soldiers
All
have
night?
He's got like a mustache.
Yeah.
He's wearing a postal garb, like of a postman, a postmaster. And he has these giant, shining, holy gauntlets on. And he's like, "Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Daemon. It's just my kids. They really need that. They want that Duvalin. You understand, of course."
And do we really need this candy?
Mr. White?
Don't mind me if you don't know. Then that's gonna be better for everyone, all things considered.
Okay, Sparky Malarkey.
What a cop
Mr. Kike. What? I am dreaming again. You are in my dream. It is fine.
What?
Just like the last time.
You dreamed of this guy?
Dream of an OXXO?
Mr. Daemon.
Mr. Daemon. Who?
Of my dream.
I'm gonna feel Irene's forehead for fever.
I need not explain this to you because you are not real.
No, I'm pretty sure. You know what? Even if I'm not real, I want to know.
All
Do we
right.
not remember the prior Halloween specials?
You do.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I mean, I know what you're talking about.
I think I remember now.
No, you're right. No,
It's but
fine.
it's not your dream. It was my dream.
All right. Well, I can see
Why do you guys think
they're slowly-
fun things are always dreams?
Irene,
Why are you guys such
but also you
party
have like a really different voice, Mr. Daemon. Like, aren't you usually more like, I am Victor Daemon.
I didn't know you like Duvalins.
Oh, I understand why you were the last ones to return, but unfortunately, you do have to make your way. So, you can come quietly, or we can. And he lights up the gauntlets. We can do this the hard way if necessary.
I am not fighting anybody. I didn't even want to come to this place. Like, if you really,
What are we?
He's gonna hit you mid-sentence,
Oh my
PK. Take a harm.
Whoa!
that was unnecessary.
Whoa! Mr. Daemon! We are in an OXXO. This is no place for that. Can I?
He's gonna swing at you too if you don't do anything.
I have a thing. Go back. Oh, no scroll. Oh, my hands are too sweaty to do the.
I have mechanics
Come on, no,
question.
Knucklehead. Okay, I would like to use
Okay. Okay, so you don't have a link with this guy.
Yeah, is that like for a specific rival who pre-existed?
But, yeah, I'll let you all get probably a dark link with this guy. Dark or heart.
Over heart?
Well, because he's telling... You might learn a bit about yourself. It depends on how introspective this makes
What
you.
do I write down? Gauntlet man?
Victor Daemon.
I'm forgetting his name. So he'll just say as he walks up, "Oh, I'm no Victor Daemon, I'm just the postman."
Postman.
Just the postman.
So you're not Victor Daemon.
No, I just do deliveries for him, and we got a couple left to wrap up this year's. Okay. Okay, that's
So I
gonna
want,
be...
like, a plus 10 plus on my
Yeah, so
counter then.
you have two options. You have strike with intent, where you're just trying to fucking kill him,
Yeah.
and strike to subdue, where you're not trying to cause harm.
I don't want to kill him, but like, come on, man. Tit for tat.
Okay, so
I want to deck him real good.
you are going to still deal harm to him, but you
Yeah.
get to choose two of these.
Okay.
You can take something from him, force a change of location, or de-escalate the situation, and you can do two out of those three.
The one next door.
Yeah, the one next door.
How are you going to de-escalate?
I'm gonna punch him so good. I'm just gonna put him in his place.
My apologies, Mr. He is going to just fall to the ground.
Okay, that was a little harder than I intended, but you shouldn't just go punch old men in Oxos.
I'm not that old.
You're dead. So, like, I just, like, come on, man. You gotta stop being cryptic with us. Like, if you need something from us, or if it's not okay for us to be here, you need to say it with your direct words. So I can quote you when I write this as a story.
You're never gonna write that story.
That is not an answer to any of the questions that we had.
Why?
Who?
Irene points at him.
How? When? What?
We need you to be whole again, sir.
We found all his tibias.
Yeah, we're on it. Like, why does he need to be whole?
Even the extra amount of them.
Yeah.
I didn't need.
Like, he's more than whole.
Yeah. What, like, is this, are they just doing something in following orders from Victor Daemon? Like, is it just
Who hired you? Who's your informant? Who's your source?
I also like to note that you're doing this because you couldn't think of something to take from him when I described he had very fancy gauntlets.
I got the impression they were, like, part of his body.
No, they're just like gardening gloves.
Oh, they're like removable gloves.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like taking Knuckles. Like, you can't do that. So I didn't.
You felt wrong taking those from him.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're... All the time you've known him, he's used those.
They're all he has.
They're a core part of your relationship.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, form a light link with him now. Because you just feel like friends.
Okay.
I would like you to explain yourself further, sir.
Get the final two pieces and you'll have your answer.
That is not very helpful.
I know, but oh no. Oh, it's here. It's coming for us.
What's coming for
who is coming for
us?
us?
Why are they coming for us?
The unanswerable question.
The unanswerable question? Where are my socks?
And as he says that, you notice that behind you, it's like, I think it's called Is it the nothing from the Never-Ending Story? What's it
Yeah, I
called?
think so, right?
so.
It's like the nothing.
Okay.
You notice that just like the Oxos behind you are starting to disappear. The lights are starting to go out on the Oxo. The chips that are labeled chips are all gone. What is your
So
plan?
we should run, right?
Are we just leave? Well, I mean,
Well, okay.
it
Is
is
there
a
a
dream.
clear? Is there a clear like source? Like I know that there's like a darkness approaching, but is there anything beyond that that's a more pinpointed source of turmoil?
Roll me deep dive.
Deep dive.
That's with heart.
No. 5.
The pinpoint is the three of you.
So if we leave this
we're
up,
supposed
so
to be
it
here,
should be
Sparky.
fine. Okay, well it's not like Pergunta World had a big sign that was like no Sparky, no Kike, no Irene. You know, like it's fine.
Well, they wouldn't have that. They are more subtle than that. But it's too late.
Why? Why would they be subtle about forbidding
Why
something?
do you know that?
Because
I
I've
didn't know
been
that.
to this park before.
Well, like, were you
I'm
not wanted
like-
that time either?
No, well, I was wanted then, but then, you know, sometimes
So
you
how
go
do you know
to
you're
a
not wanted
place and
now?
then
We
things
should
happen,
go.
and then you're not
Irene
wanted
says
anymore.
speed walking away.
Yeah, Irene, I want you to roll, let me see. I want you to roll Defend from Harm. Roll with light. Those two have just
Okay.
been messing around so much that I'm going to say you have to...
You have to solve this.
You have to protect them by
So
making them
this
leave the
is-
Oxo.
I -1
Yeah.
from whatever I
Yeah.
roll, and I roll 2d6?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I rolled 8, so 7. I
Okay.
rolled 7.
Expose yourself to danger or the GM makes a move.
Okay. Okay, Irene will huff, turn around on her heel, go behind Sparky and Kike closer to the darkness, and start pushing them
Pushing.
away from
Oh,
it.
okay. I thought it was towards it.
Is
All
that...
right.
She's so,
Yeah.
she's so
Okay.
sick.
You push them out the door and go to follow, but your foot is snagged by the darkness.
No.
Irene, no!
I think it will grab at Irene.
The darkness continues to pull at Irene. I will.
Excuse me.
Let's just do like the Mulan thing where they all grab in the line.
Oh, yeah, I want to do the Mulan thing.
Okay. I'm gonna let Sparky. I want you to roll to limit break, so that's a light.
Okay.
And then Kike, you're gonna roll to fend from harm, so that's also light.
Hey! That's a 6. So I got a 9 and a 10.
Okay. How does your mastery link with Kike help you help him?
Because Kike's my best friend, and he's really good at things. I know. And you know, like we've spent this whole time squabbling, but also when there's an actual emergency, such as Irene being sucked in by a force of darkness,
Yeah.
then we communicate without words. We're really good at that. So I like to think that Sparky's just like, all right. Kike, give me your extra tibias.
What?
Your extra tibias.
Why?
Because
Okay.
we gotta use them for the because you're good at that thing where you pull the tug of roll, you know, so
Yeah.
it's like that. It's like that we're playing against the
Okay,
darkness. So
I get
just
it.
like
I
we're playing
get
that
it. Okay,
game.
here you go.
Because like I know that thing about you. So okay. So we're
I'll give
gonna
it to you.
use the So
All
we're
right.
gonna give Irene the tibia and then we're gonna yank with this stuff.
All right. So then, yeah. Did you roll already, Ari?
No.
All right. Roll me. You're gonna roll me. Defend from harm. So that's gonna be plus light, plus an extra 1 because Sparky helped you out.
Okay, so 3.
No, 2 dice. You just add an extra 1 to your final.
8.
All right. So yeah, because what's your light?
Well, no, it says it's -1 if it's with my link with Sparky, right?
Let me.
No,
So that's not connected to the. I also thought that.
Yeah, the
And
links
also,
aren't
it's
connected
just-
at all. It's
this is
just
your loadout
this
from
number.
the playbook that you took.
It's just the -1 there.
Yeah. Okay.
So -1, but then +1 because Sparky helped you out. So that's a flat roll.
Okay, so 7.
Okay, 7. Defend from harm. You expose yourself to danger, or the GM makes a move.
I expose myself to danger in trying to save Irene.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I am exposed to the darkness as I try to save Irene.
How do you pull Irene out?
I hand her like 3 of my connected TBS as I connect them really quickly, making a camp knot. Like I know how to make knots between
I love that.
bones because that's a thing you can easily do, obviously. So then I give it to Irene so that she grabs to it like a pole.
All right. And Irene, you are pulled out of the darkness.
And Kike is pulled in.
I was gonna do that, but no, I have a different idea. And you all stumble out of the Oxo. You especially, Irene. Because we can see that at the bottom of some faded white at the bottom of your leg, that foot is just gone.
So Irene doesn't have a foot anymore.
I mean, did you lose your bones like Kike?
I think she lost like a soft
Oh, my
You lost
bones.
your sock too, you're right.
I hope I am dreaming.
Oh boy, yeah, I hadn't
I
really
wanna-
hoped that before this moment.
I know Irene would hate it, but if she can't walk without a foot, I might piggyback.
Pick her
Irene.
up.
Pick her up! Pick her up! Pick her up!
I will ask her, like, listen, I think this will be a more logical, I think this would be a more easy solution to do while we solve this problem. It will only be the most efficient way to do this.
Irene, not answering, attempts to start hopping forward, immediately falls over, puts her hands out flat on the ground and says, "Fine."
Look, you're helping Kike just as much. He's got to work out more. He's got no muscle.
It's true, I mean,
That's because he is a skeleton.
I know, it was a really good joke. Ah!
I do really have no muscle.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Yeah, it will take a moment, and it will take a moment for him to pick up Irene because he has no muscle mass.
All right. Your next location. Come on. You walk next door to the kiosk Oxo.
Woo! Kiosco!
Kiosko.
What do you get at the Kioxo?
The same thing.
Okay. And one of your socks fills. You've got one part left. This is
Yeah.
really a rollicking Disney adventure, everyone.
Disney adventure. Okay, see, look, Irene, when I sock, does that make you feel better?
Maybe that was closer to the. I think once that is solved, you'll probably get your food back.
Yeah, that
I guess
stands to
all
reason.
I would need is one sock now.
You can have this one.
No, you.
I don't want your socks,
Why?
Sparky Malarkey.
Why?
I
Great
would
socks.
prefer to have my foot.
I mean, they'll probably.
I think
Also, these have been on your feet. I do not want things for my
Well,
feet
these
that have
ones
been
have.
on your feet.
Yeah, well, I
think as soon as these resolves, you'll get your food back. And based on how the previous adventures that happened around this same time of year for some reason.
we just gotta answer the unanswerable question. Is that what the postman guy said?
Yeah, which I assume is where are your socks?
Where are my socks?
But first you have to answer a different question. Do you have internet? You go to the Tiananmen Internet Cafe,
Do they?
which is an internet cafe.
Tiananmen Internet? I ask whoever is at the desk.
Una pregunta.
Una pregunta. Tiananmen Internet?
How do you answer? Because you're talking into a mirror.
I like that.
Do you have internet, Sparky?
Yo soy internet.
I don't know about this.
I am the
It's some
internet.
kind of I'm jumped on this one. Can I pull out my phone to see what Wi-Fi's are?
Have you pulled out a phone in a previous Halloween adventure?
Yes.
Are you lying?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't think you have. In either case, Victor doesn't remember you having done that, so you don't have a phone. In fact, inside your pockets, you notice that, and this would be if all of you checked, you would have only the items from previous Halloween adventures, including the items that your Season 1 characters brought, and anything that you don't have in your pockets is sand.
Just sand.
Why is there a bag of these in my pocket?
Do I have a scarf? Do I have my scarf? Did I have...
Yeah, you have a sentient scarf.
Oh boy, here it is again.
Actually, no, Kike doesn't sing, so it's just a scarf.
Oh, that's right.
That's, okay. Is there a computer? Can I just, like, mess around on the thing that would...
Well, actually, no, you wouldn't have to sing because you just see it. It's not sentient, but it's floating.
Ah, okay.
That's how the scarf would work. Anyways, what were you saying, Hallie?
Is it like a computer or something I can mess around with?
Yeah, it is an old Windows 95 computer.
Oh! He knows how to use that.
Kike, I need your expertise.
Alright, this takes me back. Oh.
I thought you said you weren't that old.
This is a Windows 95 computer. It's not that old. Like,
Roll.
I remember when the Abacus was like starting to be on vogue.
Kike, you're gonna roll me cast magic with advantage, so that's gonna be mastery.
There's like 3d6s.
Yeah,
That's
and then top two.
5.
Kike, Kike's head starts rattling, and I'm gonna say it's just gonna have an unintended consequence, which is gonna be Kike's head starts like rattling and bones start shaking, and then your mouth
I am the
opens and out of it,
internet.
welcome to Windows Explorer. Ask any question you want and search the World Wide Web.
Is this really how computers used to work?
That's how they work for me, you know, that's how it works with skeletons. We have a different type of biology. This is extremely uncomfortable, so please be quick in your questions, Sparky.
Donde está my socks?
Kiri not understood. Singular tense used for question.
Where are my socks?
Your socks. I believe you have not worn socks for well over a year,
Wait,
Master.
You're master? What? You're wrong.
Oh, I see. I think it's thinking I'm asking the question.
Where are Sparky Malarkey's socks?
Sparky Malarkey. Sparky Malarkey never inquired about her socks during her visits to Jermaine Bluffs and the Daemon Saloon. So I do not have the answer to that question.
Where is Victor Daemon?
We're all knowing.
Here, of course.
Where exactly?
Your head starts rattling and it shoots out your arms and you
So
hold on to
Sparky.
Sparky and Irene.
You're a hero.
Here, of course.
What is this like a...
Is it like in me?
He lives in you? Like you're looking like what? What?
Perhaps it would be best if I showed you.
Yeah, that's...
Oh no.
And I was gonna have it be a video, but now it's gonna be Kike pantomiming
Yes.
a series of events.
That's very funny.
Irene is very good at knowing exactly what this means because she can talk to Necromon.
So,
You owe me something for this, Sparky.
Yeah.
you see Kike walking through, seemingly lost in the middle of nowhere. It does say October 31st, last year. Lost and confused, yelling. And then he shakes, and his bones separate into 13 separate piles.
Again.
After a month, one pile, they're like moving around, and they're all lined up as if sitting at a table. After a month, one pile is knocked down. Then a second pile is knocked down. Then a third, a fourth, and every month a single pile is knocked down except two rise back up, resulting in 3 piles at the end of, at the beginning of the month, in the positions that you remember you sitting in your dream, Sparky. And they start speaking, and they're gonna say the monologue from the beginning of the session, which you didn't get, so... Do you want me to read it? I can read it, otherwise it's vague and bullshit.
I want you to read the vague.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta reconnect to the internet, because I don't have my vague bullshit memorized.
Internet?
What we always have done, what we always shall do, wait for our guests to open the door.
I didn't come up with it.
You didn't write that play like one of your soap operas? Like you didn't just take inspiration
I
into this.
You know, I admit I like writing soap opera, watching soap operas.
I want to look for a door.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say you see a very familiar door. You see the door to the Daemon Saloon.
I yank it open.
Maybe that's where your socks are.
Inside, you see, it was supposed to be a circular table, but now it's like the Last Supper.
Now it's like the Last Supper. Like
There are 13 seats. All are empty. And I'm gonna say they're like turned over, like, you know, when you close up a shop for the day, they're turned over as if they're no longer being used. There are 3 that remain, not necessarily in the center. I think that's how I describe them, but they're just 3 throughout the table. And then, we'll say this one does, a Jesus style, have a 14th like style chair.
Was Jesus not the 13th?
He was a 13th.
Yeah. Jesus
but I need another chair for Jesus. I need to leave room for Jesus.
You know, he's invited to this.
I'll say, all right, instead of another chair for Jesus, there's just like, in the back, there's a casket, a coffin. Like, standing up and sitting in front of it is the postman.
Hey. Give me my foot! And Victor Daemon!
And Sparky socks.
Yeah.
You still,
Those seem slightly less important currently.
you still don't.
They're more important to Sparky.
You need a foot to put a sock on.
Yeah, so you wouldn't benefit from this.
You still don't get it, do you, sir? I hope to resolve this peacefully, but I don't want to fight again, sir. Victor, please enter the coffin.
Only one of us is dead.
I guess.
Well,
Don't go in that coffin.
I mean, if I have to get your food back, like, what's the worst that can happen? I die.
yeah, I suppose a year ago, Victor's beloved guests were brought for a game of Daemon Party, or whatever he called it. And his guests were usually pretty kind, but these ones were just outright nasty. Just all rude, no appreciation, and it led Victor to ask the big question, the unanswerable question. You see, Victor, he helps people who are lost in Tremaine Bluffs, those who misunderstand their identity. He helps them find their way. But failing to do so, he asked me, why did he do this? When is the best time? Who is he if he can't help? What is he doing? How is the best way to do it? And the fourth one, I think where? Yeah, well, so that one came after the rest. He asked the rest, and then he realized he didn't know where he was. He was lost in Tremaine Bluffs without a master of the saloon to guide him home. So, not knowing who he was, he split into 13 discarded pieces of himself. They tried to create their own, even made a cute little organization, Organization Friday the 13th. Yeah, it was cute. I'm not sure if it was one of your ideas or not. Well, I've been taking them down bit by bit, trying to reassemble Mr. Daemon. This postmaster has 3 last discarded pieces to deliver.
How do we are us, we are not him. So if you would like to take him, please do so promptly and give me my...
Who are you?
Irene Hawthorne, obviously.
Irene, tell me a bit about... tell me about your family.
I remember everything, right? Do I? No?
You realize you only remember things you've mentioned during the Halloween adventures.
Oh no.
I probably have one, so there.
How many siblings?
Probably between 0 and 75. Could be 8, between 0 and 80. 85?
You,
Stop
sir.
looking at me, I can widen the gap.
And you, sir, and he points to you, PK. You've lived a great many years. You must have plenty of stories to tell about your past.
Yeah, I certainly do.
Regale me with one.
One time, I ended up in this weird adventure park with Sparky.
I get something unrelated to the park.
One time, we ended up in this weird a game thing where we had to roll a dice and do all of these different
Ma'am,
tasks.
Ask me anything.
Where are your socks?
Okay, well,
Okay,
that's
that-
not fair
she
because I
did
came
not
here
know.
with that question. Like, that's not... Like, that's not fair.
a better question then. Besides the pair that you brought here today, what do your socks look like?
Like the pair that I brought here today. What are you talking about?
You just wear the same socks for every occasion.
Yeah, because you see, if I have all the same sock, then I don't need to worry about matching them up in pairs. I can just grab.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, you mentioned another mystery, the rutabaga, correct?
Yeah.
How did that resolve?
Somewhere between 0 and 85.
Somewhere between
That
0
sounds
and
like a
85
really
rutabagas.
reasonable number.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so I hope you all get my point.
We're not getting in the casket. Like, that's asking a lot.
I mean-
like, can you just, like...
Well, what you're asking me is like asking to remove all the sugar from a Coca-Cola. Once it's gone,
And as you can see, thank you to our sponsor this evening, Coca-Cola Sina Super. Can be done.
there's really nothing left. He is gonna grab his gauntlets and get ready to attack you again.
Can I?
You... Yeah,
I have to roll for it.
yeah, what were you gonna
Using
say, Ari?
Well, can I use it was all a lie to try and convince him to act on a false memory so that he
Bless you.
I don't know,
Thank you.
like maybe he can maybe he can like not attack Sparky, because what are you talking about we being not having memories? We told you all of these amazing adventures that we had earlier, which makes it so that you don't have to attack us, because we definitely remember things past.
Do you have to roll for that?
It doesn't say, like, I feel like you should be.
Yeah, just roll me.
Oh, no, wait. Well, because it says on a miss, the GM cannot reveal your plan.
Yeah,
but it
just
doesn't say how much.
Roll me hard. Roll me convince somebody.
Okay.
And then Sparky, roll me,
Mastery.
yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6, but I'm gonna re-roll and spend Lionel Sling